Chris Catero from the band Razor, and in my hands I've got the new Epiphone Thunderbird Classic 4 Pro. Let's check this guy out. Alright, so this is the new Epiphone Thunderbird Classic 4 Pro bass guitar, and I was really stoked when Epiphone asked me to do a video on these because I'm a massive Thunderbird fan. It's all I play live, and this is their newest one that is right along the lines of the classic 60s Thunderbirds, which to me are kind of some of the coolest basses for rock you can have. And they've really gone all in on trying to make this a lot like its bigger Gibson brother. Basically what we've got is we've got the 60s style neck profile that feels really nice, just like the older version of this bass that Gibson makes. Also has the classic adjustable 3-piece bridge. And this is my favorite part of this bass, really, are these Gibson TB Plus humbucking ceramic magnet pickups. These are some of my favorite pickups I've ever had in basses. They're passive, but they're very high gain, they're very loud, and they just got great tone. They have this really cool woody, growly quality in combination with the wood of the bass that just kind of screams rock tone to me. It does have the classic, mahogany wings with mahogany and a walnut interlaced neck, 7-ply through there. The main difference on this one, the wings are a little bit thinner, and it's really light on stage. This is, I think, a really cool feature for some people. So it comes in this alpine white as well as a vintage burst, 34-inch scale length, got the rosewood fretboard. I love these things, and this one sounds killer. All right, so I'm gonna play a few examples now, run through some of the tones on the bass, show you what the pickups do and what they sound like. So let's check it out. Basically, I'm just running the T-Bird directly into my crank rig, which is a crank dirty valve bass head into a Bassilla 810. Very kind of Ampeg SVT-ish. There's no effects or anything on it, so you guys are just hearing basically pure tone of the bass coming through the amp. So what I'm going to play for you now is going to be basically all positions up, so both pickups up, tone all the way up, which is a nice, very kind of round rock tone. Something you'll kind of get the idea here. So for the next tone, I'm going to basically show you guys which actually is my favorite tone on this bass, which is just the neck pickup. The neck pickup has this really hollow rock tone that just like fits in with the band really nice and just punches through. Check it out, you'll see what I mean. Hear how growly and woody that kind of tone is? Nice and hollow. One of my favorite tones on this bass, definitely the neck position all the way up. All right, another tone I'm going to show you guys is basically just the bridge pickup with the tone all the way up. Sounds really good for slower, kind of probably balladish type playing. Check it out. Alright, so after I jammed on this a little bit at home and took it to a rehearsal, I figured, hey, might as well take it out to a gig. So check it out. I got the T-Bird Classic all mic'd up and ready to go over here at the studio. I'm gonna play some tracks for you, give you some extra tones. Let's check it out. Alright, so I'm over at the studio now, and I've got the T-Bird Classic up and ready to go. What you guys are just hearing was me kind of messing around a little bit with it recording. Sounds really cool, it's really fun to play. And what I'm going to do though, is I'm going to play a new track off the upcoming Razor record called Better Time, which is kind of like a chilled out 70s kind of vibe on this particular song, and it's just really perfect for showcasing what the T-Bird Classic will sound like in a track and whatnot. Okay, so the recording setup I'm going to use is pretty simple, just the T-Bird right into the crank rig I was using over at the rehearsal place, into a preamp into Pro Tools, nothing fancy or anything. So it's basically just going to be kind of the pure tone of what you hear from the wood and the pickups right in and how it fits into the track. Alright, let's check this out.
To feel like yesterday. Never ends the same each day. It's the sign of the end of time. Yeah, show me the line, we'll get my way. Oh, I'm gonna find my own. Yeah, and
So there you go, got to hear some of it in the middle of a track. As you guys can hear, it just has that really nice, warm, kind of semi-fuzzy tone that is perfect for rock music and perfect definitely for a song like Better Time. Again, getting back to these pickups, really love these TB Plus ceramic magnet pickups. These things sound so good, and this is part of that tone in conjunction with that mahogany. Hopefully that gives you guys a little idea of what that sounds like in a track, and yeah, dig it. Alright, so I'm going to use a couple pedals now, just so you can hear the tone of the bass along with pedals. First one I'm going to do is going to be an envelope filter. We're going to get our Bootsy Collins on here, get a little funky. Check this out. Alright, so here's one for all you guys like me who love big, fuzzy, distorted, fat, bassy tones like that. Throwing the big muff on. Check this out. Alright, here's a little wah-wah action for you. Okay, so there you got a chance to hear just a couple effects pedal tones. I use a lot of effects and pedals in the studio, and every bass sounds different, so I like to hear what one pedal will sound like with a particular bass. And the T-Bird sounds really good with like the wah, the envelope filter, the fuzz. I knew it would. I've used enough of these things over the years. And the new classic Epiphone version definitely holds its water with all my other T-Birds. Pretty impressed with it. It's very cool. All right, so there you guys go. The Epiphone Thunderbird Classic 4 Pro. Really, really love this bass. It sounds great. It has the 24/7 support that you would get from Gibson, limited lifetime warranty on it, and it comes in at a street price of right around $499, which is a killer, killer, killer deal for something that sounds this good. I've heard plenty of basses twice as expensive that don't sound as good as this bass. So go check one out. You can get online, go to epiphone.com. Better yet, get your butts off your couch and off your computer and go down to a local music store and go play one for yourself. Anybody who's looking for a Thunderbird, that classic feel, shape, and tone, this is a nice addition to either your collection or a perfect bass to get you going. All right, I'm Chris Catero from Razor. See you guys.